Hi, this is Renee from I Teach Blogging, and today this is a quick video about how to add a link inside of WordPress. Let me show you what I mean. This is my WordPress blog right here, and right here where it says 5 reasons you should link out to others from your website, I have a link to an article by a blogger named Moz. So we're just going to click on that link. You know it's a link because it's underlined. And as you see, it opened in a brand new tab to the Moz article. Notice that if I click on my tab up here, it comes right back to my blog. So this is clicking on a link, it opening in a new tab. I could have just as easily made it where it clicked on a link and opened it directly in this tab, and my blog would have disappeared. So that is a choice that you'll need to make, which I'll talk about a little bit more in just a moment. But how do you do this? This is a core function of WordPress that's really simple to use once you know what to do. So we're going to go to the post, which I have open right here. You go to the post or your page, it works either way, the same, and you highlight a piece of text, links that provide even more info. I'm just going to highlight that right now. And then you go up here and you click on what looks like a chain link. If you notice, there's what's a broken chain link and a chain link. So if you want to kill a link, you can click on the broken one and that'll kill it. If you want to add a link, you can click on Insert Edit Link. So you click on that right now. You add in your URL. So let's go to this plugin, which I'm going to tell you about in just a second. You click on URL, you paste it in there. So just a copy and paste. You can right-click copy, right-click paste if you want to. It's up to you. And then you can type in a title. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Renee's title. That's what I'm going to call it. And then I'm going to click on Add Link. So now you can see that it's an underlined piece of text. So that's good. We can go over here and click Preview. And we can preview the text and see that it is a link. And if I click on the link, it opens in the same tab. All right, so that's something to look at. Now let me show you a little core function right here. We're back inside of my blog post. I've highlighted the text again, and I'm clicking on that. Now, you can click Open Link in New Tab. If you do not click that, it will open in the same tab. Why would you want it to open in the same tab? Well, if it is your blog and you're blogging, you're like blah, blah, blog, content, connect with me, contact me so I can provide you with a service. And you put a link to your contact page. You want them to purely focus on that contact page. So therefore you want it to open in the same tab. You are driving them down a pathway. You're taking them on a journey, and that journey ends with them reaching out to you for your service. Then you want it to open in the same tab. If you have a series post, like part 1, part 2, part 3, in part 1, you're going to want them to open part 2, and so you would link to part 2 with the opening in the same tab. However, with the situation like I just did with Moz, I don't want the reader to only ever see the Moz. I want my blog post to be open in a different tab. Like if you look up here right now, here's an ITB tab, here is a Moz tab. When they close the Moz, it comes right back to my blog post. So I've said, hey, here's some content I'm sharing with you, and then here is a link that will help you understand it more. When you finish reading this link, come back to my site and I'll give you even more information. That is an example of why I would want somebody to open in a new tab versus the same tab. Now, I want to show you something important. As of WordPress 4.2, that add a title option, which, let me show you what a title looks like. If I hover my mouse over this Moz link, it says why you should have links. That is a little extra clue to the reader. It is called a title, and it tells them a little bit more about why they should click on that link. Yes, there is the domain, the URL down there at the bottom left, but sometimes that doesn't show up. But as of WordPress 4.2, they have removed that title option as a core feature of WordPress. So now, in order for that to work, you have to go install a WordPress plugin. It's not a big deal, but it's just called Restore Link Title Field. I am going to put this in the blog post that is associated with this video, and I'll also put it in the video notes on YouTube, a link to this plugin. So here's the thing about that. The title is for the reader, It doesn't theoretically have any real SEO value, although I say every time you can add word keywords, you have SEO of some small part happening. That's debatable. That's a whole other conversation. But the thing is, more and more blog readers are going mobile. And with that being the case, that title does not show up on a mobile device. That is purely for a computer, a stationary computer, a PC or desktop, right? And so WordPress just got rid of it. They just took it away. They didn't think it was particularly necessary. However, I think it's always good to offer your reader as much value as you possibly can. So giving them a little tip about clicking on that link, I think it just helps and it doesn't hurt anything. And I definitely think it adds some value. So you might want to consider when you do your WordPress update to 4.2 or above, installing this plugin so that you can add that title. And I hope that helps. Blog on.